everybody, and welcome to Arcade Action. And this time, we're going into space. We are playing Aliens by Konami. Now, this game was released in 1990 in arcade systems all over the country. In fact, it was even in Japan and a couple of other countries as well. And this was another game that I put a lot of my quarters into when I was a young kid. Actually, now that I think about it, where are my quarters? There we go. So that's alright. I think I have the dip switches set properly, and we have this set up for free play. Now, I'm sure you can tell just from looking at the track mode here that Aliens is an arcade-style action game. And we are going to jump right in. Location: abandoned space settlement on LV 426R. Scenario: Special Marine Task Force has just landed. The nightmare is just about to begin. Again. The objective: hunt down and destroy the aliens, if you can. Keep yourself alive long enough. Alright, now, we are in control. I am player 1, and we are sort of, kinda Ripley, except she's blonde. I don't know why she's blonde. I think that's because they couldn't get the rights to use Sigourney Weaver's likeness. In fact, the game's poster featured a different woman on the cover of it than Sigourney Weaver. So, as you can see, we're moving around. Basic 2D basic 2D movement. And we have two modes of attack. We can fire our gun, or we can crouch and fire our gun. Sometimes we'll need to crouch and fire our gun, because some enemies will just go right under our bullets otherwise. And there are some of the aliens that, for reasons I don't understand, are purple. In fact, we're going to see aliens of several different colors. We can see facehuggers back there that are green. And here's our first power-up. This will change our gun from this machine gun we have here to one of those types that we just saw. But I took too long to get it, so I lost out. There's Newt, running away from all the horrible aliens. The game follows fairly along the lines of the Aliens film. We're going to grab ourselves a flamethrower. Flamethrower was a little slow, but its stopping power is immense. This is a two-player game, and it's boss time. If we had a second player in, they would be playing, I think they play Hicks. There's our first boss, the long-neck alien. Now that's just what I'm calling it. I don't know if it has an actual name. We want to avoid its rushes and try to hit it more or less in the head. Now, even though we destroyed its head, the body is still coming after us. And it's going to shoot those plasma bolts from the hole in its neck, which is where we want to aim more or less. We beat it, but we still got hit. Now comes in our APC. Come on! Now we're doing a shooting stage. We're just going to ride an APC and mow down these aliens. If they happen to get to our vehicle, we just don't want to be on the same side. And if we use our ultimate fire form, we shoot a missile out that destroys, everything in front of us. Clearly not everything, as you can see. Well, you only get 3 of those big missiles for each riding stage. And poor Newt, grabbed by an alien. Alright, we're going into the vents. We're going to use the sonar up here. Excuse me, the motion detector up here. To tell what's coming for us. Konami took a lot of artistic license in creating their monsters here. We got the basic drone aliens that are running around, and now we have these weirdos. Now, I always thought as a kid that these were zombies. Just weird zombies for some reason. But upon replaying it, I was thinking, you know, maybe they're androids. Especially you'll see later when they're all torn up and moving around as just torsos. But no, I think they're alien-infected zombies, and you'll see why I think that coming up in a little bit. And those, I think, are big chest bursters. Alright, we have a choice. We can go up, or we can go down. Now, down looks more dangerous, but I prefer going this way. Because if we went up, we'd be stuck here with enemies to our left and right. Alright, all done with the vents. Now we're going into the elevator. The elevator gets a little tough, actually. Now, in this case, we can also fire up. Because we're going to have aliens, as you can see, jumping on top of our elevator. Now, facehuggers aren't really a problem. It's when the drones start showing up. That's the threat. They're going to try to tear apart our elevator and make us drop down the elevator shaft. I almost never avoid it. They almost get me all the time. So far, so good. Let's see if we can keep it up. The flamethrower is really helping. I've always been a sucker for flamethrowers. They're horribly effective weapons, but always something about them I like. Even in other video games, like say Contra, I always tried to get my hands on that flamethrower. Maybe that's why I like playing the Pyro. You know, in Team Fortress. I just got this weird affinity for flamethrowers. Okay, you see they took out one of the cables, but thankfully we made it to the bottom of the shaft. If for some reason they did destroy all the cables, we'd drop to the bottom of the shaft and die. But we'd be done with the elevator. Alright, let's try the freeway. We now got this kind of beam weapon that fires out in 3 directions. It's not bad for control. You want to make sure you get enemies that are in different directions. Also pretty good for shooting around corners, which we're going to want later. And some big ball just keeps flying out of there. I'm not quite sure what is dripping out of the walls here, but we're going to try to avoid it regardless. Alright, it's boss fight time. And what we got here is an armadillo alien. Or at least that's what I'm going to call it. This sucker rolls up into an armored ball, and we can't hurt it. But then, when it unravels itself, it stands up and fires these kind of weird-looking spores at us. Now, luckily, we can knock him away when he's rolling around with the ball. Alright, he's changing color, that means we're doing good. Down he goes. But we're not done yet. And that is why I no longer think that these guys are androids. Because they chest busters burst out of them. Although you can see that they're crawling around down here like torsos. That's what made me think they were androids. Bishop does that in the Aliens film. Alright, we died. Need to throw a quarter in there. Not before! So we can stay up here on this ledge or drop down into the water. The water is bad. We're going to stay up here. Now these horrible little spider things are coming after us. If we actually give these spiders enough time, a chest burster will shoot out of their back. And we just missed a very special power-up, the Super Bomb. That Super Bomb, rather, only appears in this stage to the best of my knowledge. But if you get one and use it, it destroys everything on screen. Here's another fun goodie. Power loader. We walk around in this suit just smashing everything. Now it's got 2 attacks. Just this kind of little jab. And then this bigger overhead swing. The only difference that I've ever noticed is that the swing is slower. We are not invincible in this suit normally. It may seem that way because we're plowing through the enemies. But we can get killed in here. Alright, let's try the 3 bullets. Now, even though it says 3 bullets, it looks more like 3 rockets to me. Cover our energy a little bit. Now the 3 bullets fires out 3 missiles in front of us, one straight in front of us, and then another one to the left and the right, just slightly. So it's good for taking out lots of things in front of you. Although I would say, more often than not, I'd rather use the 3-way burst or the flamethrower. And there are a whole bunch of very unfortunate people being used as incubators for chest bursters. And I just saw one pop out of that guy. Ooh, energy, let's grab that. So yeah, spider things are a little weird, aren't they? Don't know what inspired Konami to create those enemies. But you know, kind of looking at them, you know, the face huggers kind of got like a spider-like quality with them too. So maybe they're just really big face huggers. And a chest buster, you know, pops out of the spiders. And the idea is that the face hugger plants an embryo in you that grows into the chest burster. So here we go. Here's our next enemy. I don't know what we're going for this one. But this one's got these kind of weird tentacle things. And it fires eggs out of its neck. Now the queen blaze eggs. But this thing is like firing them at you. It's like an offensive weapon. Alright, get back into the fight, Ripley. But hey, we made pretty short work of him. Alright, more writing. Now we got obstacles in our way. We can destroy these obstacles, just a little tougher than the aliens. And the idea is still more or less the same. Don't be where they are, be crashing there. Alright, we rescued Newt again. Yeah, somebody's mentioning that some of these critters look like stuff from Contra, which doesn't surprise me, seeing like how inspired Contra is by aliens. So Konami getting their hands on aliens, there'd be, you know, some cross appeal. That was kind of cool, the way that one alien just jumped across the screen for us. Let's see that a few times. I actually wanted to get the missiles. Now, I just died, so I'm at full health. So what do you think's going to happen if I grab this energy? I just need life. Well, I only have a few... Well, I have no energy left now. I just killed myself. But if you're at full health, and you grab a health upgrade, a health power-up rather, you'll regain your life. Alright, now we have this big ugly, let's call it an orb alien. He's got this protective barrier floating around. We gotta try to shoot past to actually damage its body. He's not terribly tough, but it can be a bit of a long fight. You just gotta kind of keep moving around. And as you see, it's actually possible to destroy some of those orbs that are protecting his body. Now we're getting somewhere. Good riddance. Going deeper, deeper. What's that little poster on the wall over here? That Konami being cute. That looks like one of those Moa heads. Moa heads. Konami, for some reason, like putting those heads in their games. Or these little enemies causing me so much trouble. Alright, back in the vents. I am just getting ruined today. Well, thank God for unlimited continues. Well, that's done. Let's get on with our lives. Careful of these electrical barriers here, they will hurt you. Dang it. Gotta grab the missiles. Too slow. I've seen some of those barrels before. We can blow those up to do some extra damage to enemies. Alright. Same idea as before. We want to stay up here on this platform. Keep away from all that horrible danger down there. But we do miss out on that power-up. Time for some more goofy aliens. I'm gonna call these guys flea aliens. Each time we hit them, they kind of pop up in size a little bit until they inflate to full size. And they just kind of jump around. Nothing too dangerous. Still kind of weird though. Alright, now we got the aliens jumping out of the muck here. Some of them don't even jump. Alright, you see those aliens on the grates here? We're going to use our bombs to try to destroy them. There we go. If we press the fire button too, we'll crouch and throw the bomb. Good riddance. Fortunately, we didn't have enough bombs to take more out. Man, those ones that are popping out of the floor are getting me every time. Now, I'm not sure if the alien's toy line was out at this point, but Konami may have gotten some inspiration from there, or maybe vice versa. The alien's toy line had some very cool looking aliens, like the Flying Queen alien, the Spider Queen alien, not Spider Queen alien, the Snake Queen alien. I don't know if it was a queen alien, but it was a snake. And now we're fighting our bosses. We're going to call these guys the electric aliens, because they do that. These guys aren't too bad. They mostly just charge at you from off screen. Every once in a while they stop, kind of create that electricity between the two. I don't think it matters which one you shoot, just eventually you will damage them and you see the changing color. And we killed one. And the other one's tipped. So we're going to keep charging from off screen and creating these energy barriers that's going to shoot at us. But all in all, it's nothing you can't really handle. Good riddance. what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to take the damage, blow that up, and try to get the flamethrower. There we go. Need short work of everything. Alright. Boss fight time. And this is the climactic battle against the green alien. Now, we can destroy these eggs all day long if we felt like it, but aliens are just going to keep showing up and replace them. What we really want to do is attack the queen, and I don't know the proper term for that appendage. I know ants and stuff happening. But we want to destroy that segment by segment. But be careful, each time you destroy one segment, fire acid all over the place. You can also see that there are drones coming in from on top of the screen, as well as from the side of the screen. And all these face huggers coming out of these eggs. Alright, she's dead. Oh, that's right. How do you pronounce it? Ovipositor? Ovipositor? Something like that? I'm so bad with pronunciations. For those of you who have been following, know. Horrible aliens. Aliens are annoying too. You can only damage them when they form, or at least I only think you can damage them when they form. Might be able to get them with bombs, let's find out. Yep. Alright, well, I wanted to try for a flamethrower, that's alright. I'll take missiles. For the few seconds we got to enjoy them. Oh, what was that? Did you see something go running in the back? I thought I did. Oh, and look. Our orb friend is back. Now this time, he's not using the orbs like a barrier. He's just kind of throwing them around like mines. I think he's a lot easier this time around. Especially since his body is so much more vulnerable. Alright, he is done. And now we can get the heck off this planet. Hey, we're not done with the game yet. What's going on here? Oh, looks like the Queen's back. And we got a power loader here that can help us out with the fight. Now, we're doing a lot more damage with the power loader, but we're actually very vulnerable fighting like this. We're doing pretty good so far, what do you think? Look at it, we already got a flash. Yeah, that's right, you stay over there by the airlock. Oh, we've been killed. Of course, if you don't want to get in the power armor, you can't fight her with your guns. You're only going to want to do that for so long. Yeah, come on, dude. Using a horrible whiplash tail. That didn't last long. Now, having had seen the Aliens film as a kid, I thought this end fight was so dang cool. The way it just kind of sort of recreated the film. For those of you that haven't seen the Aliens film, towards its climax, Ripley does battle with one of the aliens in a power boat. Well, the airlock's open. What could that mean? Well, again, if you've seen the movie, you know what that means. It means we're going to toss the Queen out. Now, while we're grabbing the Queen, if we press Shoot 2, we'll fire off our flamethrower over here, our welding torch. I don't think it makes any difference. Down you go. Go out into the black void of space, you horrible abomination. Mission complete. The aliens' breeding ground has been destroyed and the last of their flung into timeless space. Probably supposed to be last of them. You have also survived. Congratulations. And there you have it. That was Aliens the Arcade Game by Konami. This was a game that I enjoyed a whole bunch as a kid. I would play it every time I went to my local bowling alley. It alongside other games like the Turtles games, Street Fighter, Final Fight, were the games that I loved to play. This one sucked up a bunch of my quarters. Now, unfortunately, this game never showed up anywhere else other than in the arcades. So if you want to play this, and I don't blame you if you want to, it's a pretty fun game, you probably got to go out and find yourself a physical arcade cart and restart the game all over with 0 lives. So that way, if you had you're using your quarters and stuff, you didn't lose them all up. But we are going to call it an episode here. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Arcade Action, and if you can, see if you can go out and give Aliens a shot. I think you might like it.